Hello and welcome back. It's Monty and this is not a foodie beauty video. Instead, we'll be taking a look at Amberlynn Reid. Some piping hot tea was just dropped in Reddit of all places, or should I say on Reddit of all places, in the subreddit dedicated to Amberlynn Reid. Yes, so someone dropped some tea, so let's take a look at it. And I'm gonna say I can't really verify any of this, so I will try to be as neutral as possible. I will try to be, but that does not necessarily mean I can remain as neutral as possible. So let's just get into it right now. So as I've said, this was on Reddit of all places, with the title Major Tea Spill. A person I've known for a while became friends with Becky, who has revealed what has actually been happening recently. And who dropped this tea? A person called Flinty Machinima just a couple hours ago in the subreddit Amberlynn Reid YouTube. So let us see what they have to say. So here is the background, the backstory. I'm going to read this because I printed this out because it's a little bit too small to read on the screen. So here is what they are saying. I've been talking to Becky for approximately 3 months. I first started when she was selling the belongings on Facebook Marketplace. Since speaking to her, I have learned many things about the relationship between her and our girl, and I think it's time she got exposed. Wow. I will be showing the admins the proof I have to authenticate that I'm in correspondence with Becky and to validate the claims I will be making. By sharing this with you, I will be going against Becky, obviously. So she should not be blamed for anything I'm about to say. She told this all to me in confidence. But the thing is, you know what ALR is going to do. You know how ALR is. Come on. You know Becky is going to get burnt if this is really true. If this is really true. The person goes on to say, I'm just deciding to speak out on my own. Here's a list of the things I've learned about in the last few months. I'm going to try my best to start from the very beginning. When Becky first reached out to ALR, she had zero intention of having a relationship with her. She was a viewer like you and I really just wanted to befriend ALR and get the tea. According to her, things snowballed and she found herself in the talking stage of the relationship rather quickly. Eventually, she found herself at a place where she didn't really know how to get out without it hurting Amber. The longer she went on with it, the more she felt for Amber, or fell for Amber rather, and eventually this turned into her thinking she had feelings for her. She now says this was never the case. Very interesting. After about 2 to 3 months of living together, the first intimate moment happened. Becky said they were making out, which was not uncommon. But this time it went a bit further and Becky tried to rub Amber over the pants to initiate a sexual experience. Amber declined this and her excuse was the rain and petals situation. Becky was understanding and did not push the issue. They never ended up having sex. About a year later, Amber admitted to Becky that the rain and petals situation never happened. Becky told me that Amber did say that on 2 to 3 occasions, Casey did put his hands on her, but it was always after Amber had hit him several times. That kind of turned kind of left, talking about petals and rain, and then you start talking about this. Okay, but we'll just continue. According to Becky, ALR isn't lying about having cancer. In fact, Becky is convinced that ALR still has cancer because she hasn't been able to do any follow-up scans and hasn't went back I guess they should say haven't went back to her initial follow-up appointment even after canceling it and rescheduling it several times now. I was told that ALR still has many of the same symptoms she had before. She just chooses to ignore and deny them. One of the things I found most shocking and frightening was the self-awareness she had about her so-called cycles. Remember, we talked about this before. Seems she knows that she has cycles if this is actually true. She's so aware of them that, according to Becky, she plans the cycle from start to finish before ever filming anything. What I mean by this is that, for instance, with the latest Jenny Craig situation, she planned the entire thing, including how long it would be before she failed, before ever recording the announcement video. Wow. Another instance of her being self-aware was the cheese incident. Remember when she went to the fridge to get some of the cheese and a piece was missing, so she threw the entire thing out? Fake! Becky actually ate the cheese minutes before the video, and they pulled the container of cheese out of the trash immediately after filming. She knew she would get a huge response from her audience for wasting food, of course. We see this the same MO where she made the sandwich. Remember that from what, like 2, 3, 4 months ago? And she just threw it out. She knows how to get under people's skin. Let's continue. Same thing. The time her freezer magically got turned off never happened. About Crystal. When AmberLynn moved in with Crystal and her parents, it was under the guise that she would be Crystal's carer. Her mother had absolutely no idea they were in a romantic relationship. Amber did not want her to find out either. That's why you often hear Amber speaking in a low, whispery voice when filming in the family's home. When Crystal's mom found out about the relationship, she was understandably very upset, and she told Amber she needed to move out immediately. Amber said no to Crystal's mom, had to have her evicted. Wow. So Amber said no. Crystal's mom had to have her evicted. She was given 60 days to get out because she was working from the home and receiving mail there. Amber stayed 57 of the 60 days before moving in with Destiny. Interesting if this is true. The reason that no one wants to come forward about Amber and her manipulation, abuse, and shit personality in general is simply because she blackmails them. Well, that is very believable to me, because there is a reason people don't come forward, especially when you have such a prominent YouTuber online with hundreds of thousands of people following her, but yet no one really is dropping the dime on her, especially people from her inner circle, either present or formerly. So this kind of makes sense. Not saying this is true, I'm just saying it kind of makes sense. She has her camera out 24/7 and records basically her entire interaction with all of her friends. It recently became known that when she wasn't filming out in the open with her camera, she was still sometimes secretly recording the audio with her cell phone. Eventually, she got a lot of dirt on everyone this way, and she threatens to use it if they go against her or don't do as she says. An example of this is with Destiny. Amber wanted Destiny to stop talking to a girl she met online on a gaming site, and Destiny agreed to stop, only she didn't. When Amber found out about this, that was the day she uploaded the infamous video of Destiny saying the N-word. I remember that. Yup. Infamous. Destiny apparently was under the impression that it would never see the light of day. That was the first real-time Destiny ever saw the vindictive side of Amber, and after being blackmailed a few more times, she left Amber. Apparently, Amber still has many things on Destiny, but has agreed to keep quiet as long as Destiny does the same about her. Makes sense. According to Becky, Destiny will likely never spill tea on Amber due to the fact that she's hoping to one day be done with her entirely. Destiny and Dana are having financial troubles right now, which is why they were unable to keep their wedding date. Interesting. and ALR pulled them out of the fire, so to speak, financially recently, which is why they are in contact again. The last thing that comes to my mind right now is that Amber 10,000% rigs her scale. They have done it many times on many different ways in the past, holding onto objects, adjusting it back past zero, etc. But most recently, they bought the new scale, which has the tier function. If you don't know, Google it. Yeah, just Google it. They did that for a while, but people were starting to catch on, so they stopped weighing in altogether. Amber's actual highest weight was 627.2 pounds. They don't know her current weight now because Amber can barely stand. Now that is actually believable. She doesn't even use the restroom anymore. She lays on the floor / mattress on a pad that gets cleaned once a night. Yikes. Yikes is all I am going to say about that. Wow, that is a lot of tea. Let's head into the texting, folks. The texting. Let's look at text 1 right here, and let me put it over to this side. So here we go. Supposedly from Becky Williams, dropping the tea, saying, I don't know why she said that. I told her I was going to stay the night with whoever. I don't have COVID, and she knows that she's trying to cover her ass. The person asked, are you really going to be gone 2 weeks, or did she just say that to go along with her story? Becky replies, I'm going to be staying with don't know who for at least a week, and she told me if I come home before the 2 weeks, I have to hide in the bedroom when she does her stupid lives, so I probably ain't going home until I am COVID free. Yikes. This is tea if this is actually true and verifiable. At this moment, I do not know if this is real. The person replies, oh my God, I'm not even trying to be mean, but how is she going to care for herself? Shower, feed herself, Twinkie? Becky replies with this. Let's go on to the next text here. She told me that she's going to pay the neighbor to walk Twinkie, which she's done before, and that's a joke. She will always find a way to make sure she eats. As far as showering goes, she only does that once in a while. What? So she will probably wait until I get back to help her, and I am dreading that. Yikes, folks, yikes. Person replies, I can't imagine going a week without showering. Becky replies, wow, that's nothing. When COVID first started, she went almost 3 months without showering, and she only did it because I told her I would leave if she didn't shower finally. When she goes 3 days without showering, it's an unbelievable smell. But you should have smelt it when it was almost 3 months. I don't know what to say, folks. Really? Becky ends with, worst thing I ever smelled. The person replies, praying for you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow is all I'm going to say. Now, once again, I don't know if this is real. This was posted on Reddit in a subreddit dedicated to AmberLynn Reid YouTube content. If this is verified, then we will be following up. But once again, it is unverified. At this point, it is just speculation, so we shall see. But I had to give you the piping hot tea from this person. Of course, once again, on Reddit, going by the name of Flinty Machinima. And look at that, folks. This got deleted by the mods. It says, sorry, this post has been removed by the moderators of r/AmberlynN Reid YouTube. Now, why would they remove this? Is it because it's false? Or is it because it is true? Now, we can only speculate. Anyways, that is going to be it for me. Please leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below the video, turn your notifications on, and I will see you later. Take care.